breakfast bird. Yep.
She did. Little bird choked.
It's funny, see, like when it she threw both grapes on the floor. That's eating the bear. Silly bird.
Usually pie.
Pick these grapes up.
Big old sweet pie.
Put the pie in a sweet pie. She does.
Big old sweet pie. Reading. I hear that bird. Find her eating beef.
My beeps.
My beeps. What we talking about? Dude, there's a self-destructive streak in there that, why it's there. It's just never been able to, for some reason it actually worked for him. It reminds me of remember The Office? Not The Office, but, was that one, Office Space or something like that?
Yeah.
And the guy is like trying to get fired, and so he's like, just go ahead. Yeah, just like sit around and just like TV, space out for a little while. Remember that, Nick?
So it looks like you've been missing a lot of work. He's like, I don't know if you say I'm missing.
Yeah, and then he's management material. That's what makes me think of it, is like all these, well, not even not so subtle ways of sabotaging yourself, and then suddenly somehow it works out. Like he speaks from his gut. Stop doing that.
She's a good trap, beeps.
What are they talking about in there?
Comedy train.
Oh, the comedy train. It's the comedy train started, beeps.
So sleep high.
I think you are. I like the way you talk, being sweet.
Common or pirate.
What are you gonna do about those comedy trains?
You're being sweet.
You're being sweetie pies. That's what I'm talking about right now. Woo!
I go see Granny.
I'm right here, beebs. Saw you eating it up.
I'm a pirate.
Why are you a pirate? You're a big pirate this morning, aren't you? Aren't you sweet? Look how good you are. I'm just gonna be a...
Breakfasting.
You did. Didn't you just eat some breakfast? Did you eat a bunch of breakfast? You're having breakfast all over. Isn't it cool?
We're gonna talk about.
We can talk about anything you want to talk about, Beebs. Talk about you being sweet. Little bird, so sweet.
We're gonna talk about.
Talk about you being sweet pie.
What's Gracie talk?
She does. She's a big talker. Actually, she does
Where
two
are
ways.
you, beeps?
You're being sweet. I know that bird. How you doing? That spot you like where you can look out the windows?
Breakfasting.
Yeah, you had some good breakfast, didn't you? Eric did that for you. Let's see, here we go. What we got going on there? Oh, you still got some carrots. Did you throw out all your broccolis and your stuff like that, and your carrots, your pea pods? Here, carrot. No, you don't do that carrot. That's a good carrot right there, Beebs. Oh, I'm in the way. Can't see it.
Go see a bird pirate.
Oh, I know what you're talking about there.
Comedy.
You're talking about your comedy? You are a really good comedy bird. You've been comedy.
Gracie's breakfasting.
She does. She likes her breakfast. You can see her.
Breakfasting.
You see her like 4 or 5 eggs. What do you like for breakfast, Pete? What do you want for breakfast? Where do you like to go? And they're like, oh, you go. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Innocent.
We're gonna talk about the colors.
Yeah, we can talk about the colors. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Mine's blue. Hey, Eric, what's your favorite color?
I like red.
Eric likes red.
You're breakfasting.
Yeah. I thought you might be wanting to talk about your colors. That's what you said you didn't want to do. If you had your favorite kind of thing going on. I like that you want to talk about. How about being sweet? I see you right there. Oh, there's a pea pie. Little bird, so sweet.
That's right, great.
I'm right here. Aren't you sweet? I love you so much. You know that, right, Bibi? That I love you? That I love you so much. I think you're a big.
Breakfast?
Yeah, breakfast. Yeah, breakfast. You need some more kibble, too. We've been eating the kibble up good. Let's
Want
see.
some breakfast?
Yeah, breakfast. Let's some breakfast going. Yeah.
Want to go to breakfast?
I'm gonna go see your breakfast. Here we go. Let's get your breakfast going. Put that carrot back. You can get some broccoli. You show me. You got all kinds of stuff in here, don't you? Ooh. I don't see any cauliflower, Beebs. Where's your cauliflower? Get some stuff going. What's in here? Ooh. Oh. You got a lot of carrots, I'll tell you that. No shortage of carrots.
That goes here.
Broccoli.
You got Gracie here.
Oh, sweet. Eric's in here. You'll get to see Gracie next week.
Your breakfast?
You can see Gracie soon. Yeah.
Oh, find your breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast.
Oh.
She's talking about you in here. What kind of?
Did you eat grapes?
Grapes. Yeah, I got some grapes right here.
Vibes.
You like
Did
grapes?
you have something? Oh.
Aren't you sweet?
Why are you talking here?
What did you say?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. We don't have any strawberries, Beebs. But you still have grapes that you can eat. You're not past your grape quota yet. So we got grape. We got broccoli. Some cauliflower. Ooh, look at cauliflower. Eat your cauliflower. Eat your broccoli. Eat your. Ooh, where's the pea pods? Forgot the pea pods. You gotta have pea pods. Not a breakfast without pea pods. We had some pea pods in here. We had some breakfast there. Gotta have those pea pods, right? Ooh, where's the sweaty pea pods? Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. No, she still got pea pods. Let me just make sure she got good pea pods. Yeah, Beebs. You and your pods. You already thrown out your breakfast. Pea pod. No, you can't be throwing down pea pods. Eh. There's a pea pod. She threw one down yesterday. It was I can't remember what it was. She kept throwing it out, and she'd say, "I dropped it. I dropped it," and she'd throw it down. Look at you coming closer to me. That's sweet. I know what's on your mind. You should have your breakfast. You should have your breakfast. Yeah, that's right. You should have your breakfast on your mind.
There's a breakfast.
There is a breakfast. You should eat it. Eat your breakfast. How about if you want me to hand it to you piece by piece? Is that what you want?
Not your breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast.
Pie.
Pea pod, that's right.
Grapes.
And grapes. You're so smart. You had both of those, Beebs. How about getting some water, too? Want to have a little bit of water? I know you'd like some water. Yeah. A little more. That was kind of a fake water. Do the real water drinking. You're not going to drink your real water? Come on. Drink your water. Maybe you want to watch fresh water go in? Is that what it is?
Your breakfast.
Yeah, let's try that. If you see the water coming out of the bottle, does that make it kind of cooler? Oh, here it is. This? Just want to see it. Water going in. Yeah. It's a bar. This is good water, Beebs. It's your favorite. Kroger brand. Kroger water. It's really good. Yeah, okay. I think you're still kind of eating. If you need any water, let me know. You got water over there? You got water over there, too. Ooh, where is your water over there? Breakfast.
Breakfast.
You got breakfast, Beebs. Eat it.
Grapes.
You do. You have grapes in there. Eat your
Pie.
grapes. You like your grapes, don't you? You got grapes in there. And you said pea pods too, right? You know all about your pea pods.
Grapes.
Yeah, grapes. They're really good.
Pie.
And carrots. You got carrots.
Grapes. About.
You got that. I think you're being sweet. All right. Where's your water again? See? Oh. You got it, Beebs. Want some of that water? There, we're drinking our water, sweet. That's good water drinking. Why did I have to put it into here? Don't take over the fingers. You're being a little naughty. All right, that's something. All right, getting where we're turning our water over here. She's figured that she can turn these. So this will have to be fixed at some point, probably. We'll see if she messes with it today that way. Boy, you really turned things around up there, haven't you? She really went and broke up on this toy yesterday. In the afternoon, she really started tearing into it. So there's not any much of it left, I don't think. Yeah, I control these. You learn stuff like that on the camera. Rule number 1. How many like have tips like that? Rule number
All right.
4.
You want grapes? Pie.
Pea pod. You have been like you like those pea pods lately, don't you? I see you be all pea pods.
Some pops.
The pods. You've been talking a lot about your breakfast today.
Grapes.
You like that? Yeah, here. What it is? Hey, because it's a specific request, you get a couple extra. That's how it works in this house. You want your grapes? You got your grapes. All those grapes. That's some grapes.
Oh.
Yeah. You wash them again, just to be sure. It says they're ready to eat, Beebs, but who knows? All right. There's a grape. You said you wanted grapes? You didn't get it feisty. Look at you. Here's your grape. I'll put another grape there. I'm going to put another grape right there. Whoa. Somebody's got the grape right there. What you doing?
Go see a birdie.
You see me, don't you?
I want to go see Gray.
I'm right here, Beebs. And that's what you say. How you doing? You're seeing me so sweet. Is that a big poo? Did you drop a big poo? I think you dropped a big poo. Aren't you sweet? So we
You want a berry?
we're not doing the berries yet. We're still doing the kibbles. If you're gonna eat anything, you're gonna wait on the berries. Berries are not for breakfast. Berries are afternoon and evening. You've been eating the yellows lately, which has been kind of a new thing. There you go, eat the yellows. She's been on the yellow. She was on reds and purples earlier. Now she's off the reds and the purple. She's on the yellow. There we go. We've been doing really good just eating kibble. So sweet at it. That is so good. That's healthy stuff right there. You never can eat too much of that.
There's a breakfast.
That is. You can think of that as your breakfast. That's the core of your breakfast. That's like the oatmeal breakfast. You got your grapes, your fruits, and your vegetables. Got your vegetables. Can you learn to say that? Vegetables. Bibi's got her vegetables, like your pea pods. You want to eat that? Or your carrots or your cauliflowers? Want your carrots now? Your pea pods? Looks like you already threw down your broccoli. I can get you more broccoli though if you want more broccoli. It's grapes. Let's see here. We probably could use more kibble, couldn't we? Do you want a red one? I might have picked through the yellow ones. Did you already eat all the yellow ones this morning? What if I put that red one right there? What do you think will happen if I put that red one right there? What do you That red one.
You want to go see?
You want to go see? I had to do that before. Peekaboo.
Here's something fun.
Peekaboo.
In Vietnam, they had in a area
Tommy.
called Da Nang. It's like one of like fifth or seventh largest city or whatever. They had three
What's
residents
your
that
favorite
could
color?
live, so they evacuated.
Mine's red.
They evacuated 80,000 tourists and non-residents out. It's like and they're like completely locked down the
Want a berry?
entire city just because of three cases.
You like that berry? That's what you do. That's what you.
You want a berry, Sauce?
You Beebs, okay, didn't I give you a kibble? Did you eat that kibble or did you just throw it down? Looks like you threw it down. I can see it on the ground there.
Yeah, she threw out her pea pods and her grapes earlier.
I put her pea pods and her grapes and her carrots and her broccoli and her cauliflowers. Here, there's an orange one now. Try orange. Maybe you need orange. I'm gonna go get you some more yellow kibbles, Beebs.
Get some of the trees people.
There's a yellow one for you. You like those now, don't you? Do they have to be? You did eat that orange one, though, didn't you? It looks like the carrots are orange too. See how that kibble's orange? And the carrot's orange. Uh-oh, people are wanting to annoy me. Let's see. Oh, that's the alarm. Another alarm that goes nowhere.
How you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
You want to go to breakfast?
I think you are seeing your breakfast right there. You like your breakfast, don't you? How are you doing?
Grapes.
You got grapes right there. It's good seeing you, Beebs.
You want a berry?
I don't want a berry. Do you want a berry? Did you want another grape? You're getting near the end of your grape cord, Beebs, for breakfast. No. So you got a yellow kibble right there. I'll put that grape right there. These are really tiny grapes, Beebs. They're very, 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 very tiny. Tiny grapes. There's one down there. Want your grape? I'll put it in there. Those are tiny grapes. Little bit. So sweet.
You want to go see Greg?
I'm right here, Beebs. Can I get away from you for a minute?
You want to step up?
No thanks.
You walk the bird.
We'll walk the bird in a second. I promise you.
Kelly's here.
Yeah, she will hear.
Your breakfast up there.
That's right.
Straws.
The Straubs. You want to see Eric? You get to see her real soon.
How you doing?
I'm doing
You
good.
talk about bird pirate.
You're so
You
sweet.
talk about parrot.
I'm talking about parrots, yeah.
Strawberries up there.
You like those strawberries, don't you? Aren't you being sweet?
I want to step up.
Alright. We're going to step up this time. You've been being sweet. Look at how long you've been wanting to step up. Alright, step up. You're sweet. Now, let's see. I bet you don't want to step off, do you? No. She's been sweetie pies. I like having you stepped up. You can just stay stepped up a while. How about that? I wonder how long you'd stay stepped up. You want to look around, aren't you? I think you want to stay stepped up and walk the bird. I can feel the leaning again. I know, you want to go see what Eric's doing, don't you? I'm going to go take her for a little bit of a walk. Let her have a little bit of Eric time. Hey, Eric?
Yeah.
She wants to see you. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Good to see Eric? Is that what you needed? I'd like to see Eric. Alright, that's really sweet. Here we go. Is that enough? I like seeing him, don't you? He's cleaning stuff up in here, Beebs. Cleaning up your second room. It's clean, clean, clean. So you have the proper thing. Aren't you sweet this morning? You like being stepped up, don't you? You skip out? We can stay stepped up as long as you want. I just don't want you to be squirrely. No reason to be squirrely. How you doing?
You walk the bird.
I knew that's what it is. You're leaning around and he wants to walk the birdie. So I'm going to walk the birdie a little bit. We're going to walk the birdie. Let me get a camera where you can walk the birdie. We'll walk the birdie. Alright, we're walking the birdie, Beebs. I can tell we wanted to walk the birdie. It's not just that she wants to step up, she wants to walk the birdie, wants to see everything that's going on. Did you see everything you needed to see? What you thinking about? You'd like Eric to be in here, wouldn't you? Because he'd usually come in. You're sweet. You're a sweetie pie. Look how Velcro bird you are. You're sweet. I think you're starting to get better just stepped up, aren't you? You like to step up. Can I pet your little head? Oh, so sweet. Her little eyes turn almond. That's so sweet. You like having your head petted? Pet my head. Pet my little head. Did you want to step off? No, you can stay stepped up. That's sweet, as long as you want. Yeah, no rush. I just put my hand here because he gets tired of holding a little, even though you're just a pound. Just a pound, hold over a pound. Aren't you sweet? You're a big old sweetie pie, aren't you? You're a big old sweetie pie. You're a big old sweetie pie.
I want to go see Greg.
You're seeing me right now. You're funny. What you want is a walk the bird. I'm gonna do another little birdie walk for her. He wants to walk the birds. We'll walk the birds, Beebs. You wanna go see? Go down. Just a little bit. Birds. Yeah, I think she just wants to be walked around a little bit. Have a little bit of attention from other than just me. She's a little clingy. She doesn't want to walk the bird. Walking the bird, Beebs. Little bird. I notice it is like one of those things that once she likes to kind of be in both places at the same time a little bit if we're in different places. She wants to know what you're doing in there, and then she wants to know what I'm doing in here. What you doing in there? She said that earlier. What you doing in there? Walking the bird, so sweet. Beebs will be back in a second. She just was wanting to get walked around a little bit. See what's going on in the rest of the house. She's a big sweetie pie, that's for sure. There she is. I'm try to put her back and see what she's sitting. Woo. Our bird is back. Hello, Bibi. How you doing? Back to eating our breakfast, sweet. Aren't you sweetie pies today? Did I do a pop? Oh, look how sweet. How you doing, this one, Beebs? Oh, you petting your neck? I think you liked that, didn't you? Did you want another piece of kibble? Did you want another piece of kibble? Whoa, what's that? You want another piece? Another piece of kibble for you. Yeah. You like that, don't you? Good kibble eating, sweets. like that kibble sweets. Like that kibble. Yeah, it got quiet. Maybe that's. I think the sound cut out for a second. You okay, Beebs? You like sweet pie? Being sweet. That's weird. Relax. You want any water? Any water? No water? Good water drinker. Yeah, why do I have to always give you your water now? Yeah. Good water drinker. See, why didn't you come over and drink your own water? If you needed water like that. Ooh, that make you cool? I see you shivering a little. That water make you cold? Brr. That's crazy. Aren't you being sweet? I don't know how you are. What's on your mind? In here. Get you relax a little bit. Ooh, I know what always works. Look out.
Guitar?
That's right, guitar. What is that, Beebs?
That's guitar?
That is guitar. Aren't you so smart?
I know.
I'm doing really good. How are you doing, Beebs? You seem pretty relaxed up there. Being pretty sweet.
That bird talking.
Are you talking?
I know.
I'm doing really good. How are you doing? I thought that. What is this, Beebs?
That bird talking.
No, it's not. What's that?
That guitar?
It is guitar. That's right. You know what that is, don't you? Like saying,
Guitar?
that's what I was wanting to hear. You're so smart, B. That is the guitar. Aren't you, Dean Tweet? You like seeing the guitar, don't you? One of the things you do. It's such a sweetie pie. A real good. Drink your water as the guitar. You want any more breakfast, Beebs? A little more breakfast? Oh, what's this? Get some kibbles? That? If I put it there, will you eat it if I put it there? You seem to be. Her meds do kick in. She is pretty active and run around and she gets her meds kick in. But she's been sweet. Can I pet your head again? Your little head. Oh. Her eyes and sweet. She's so sweet. Aren't you such a sweetie pie? She's just been sweet lately. Doing everything right. She likes saying Gracie and Bibi, and she likes saying guitar, and she likes saying I want to step up, and she likes saying I want to go see Greg, I want to go see Gracie, I want to go see Kelly, I want to go see Eric, or I want to go outside. A lot of I wants. I want to step up. Ooh, you're eating your kibble. Really good. She's a sweetie pie. We're eating our kibble really good lately. She's been probably is eating as well as I've seen in a while, as far as in like really getting a good amount of kibble. She still eats her vegetables and some fruit. She's pretty good about just eating a little bit of fruit. She likes apples a lot. Even like she'll eat those for breakfast now sometimes. Um, but you know we're trying to not give her too much fruit. Fruit has a lot of sugar in it. So it's good to have a little bit of fruit, but it's not like the most healthy thing, as a lot of people think that they can have as much fruit as they want, but it's probably not a good idea. It seems like. And then, but she does get as much vegetables as she wants. But the nice thing is she's eating her kibble. That's what she's eating right now, and that's got like everything in there that she really needs. It's high nutritional value, and the more of that she eats, the better. So that's really good. And she always has plenty of fruits and vegetables and yogurt and stuff. She hasn't been asking too much for yogurt lately for some reason, but sometimes she gets on a big yogurt kick. We need to fix her stand so she has a good way to dunk her kibble. When I was designing the stand, I forgot how big of a dunker she is. So I should have put like her water and her kibble right next to each other. That might be a little upgrade I'll do today when I can get her off the stand. That's a little too far down for her there. She wants to go just straight down. How are you gonna get down there? It's not gonna help you get there. I think it's just like far enough that she can't get down to it just right there. She wants to so much. Just a little too far, Beads. I'm sorry. Make you have to think about it a little bit. Don't have to get angry at your toys. Is it just a little out of reach? I feel kind of guilty now. You couldn't make it down. Well, I know you can. I've seen you do it. You just like, you want to do it that way. Is what you want. What is that? I might have to play with that toy now you played with. Seems like you're interested in it. You need a little more attention to it, huh? Yep, that's, maybe it needs to go like that. Yeah. Yeah. What is that doing there? Not scared of it, are you? For some reason, she wasn't scared of this at all. You never really know what she's going to be scared of, like when you give her a new toy. You scared of that at all? Yeah, she's not. The rope perch here, like this part right here, she didn't care for this part at first. This right here. We added it later, and she saw me unrolling it and like figuring out how I was going to put it on there, and she was skeptical. I can't help but think it's because they look a little like snakes or something. Maybe just she seems to be kind of nervous around things that have like a snake-like look to them. There's a stand we bought that we actually paid for that we were going to use before I made this one. And before I made this one, we bought one, and it's like she was petrified of it, and I think it was because of the way the wood grain looked in it. It's a wood stand. I'll get a picture of it or show you guys sometime. But she did not care for that thing at all, and it wasn't a very good stand anyway. And I really like this one, so it's kind of not as they're pretty fun to make actually. And there's actually more to this one, like a higher top perch, but it seems like that she just gets up on that top perch and then she'll just sit up there for like an hours just sitting up there. I think she just really likes going up there and sitting and feeling powerful. So I'll do that sometimes for, um, I'll add the extra top part onto her play stand here. I'm sure if I did that, the first thing she'd do is want to go up top and play on it. So we'll see. Maybe that's maybe a thing to do just to see if gives her something. These birds get bored kind of easy. You're not scared of this, right, Beeps? I'm just gonna put it in here. This is her extra. I just always want to make sure I get it in there enough. See? Now watch what happens. He's like, there it is. The extra fun is in. So it does only comes out when she's bored, because otherwise that's all she'll do. So it's kind of like that's her thing. And it's a little bit of work for her to get up there. A little bit of exercise makes her feel like she's getting something. Sweet Daisy. And obviously we give her an insane amount of attention and watch her, up there. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light. And actually it's kind of cooler with that light off there. And then she'll probably really get kind of almond-eyed up there and just do her thing. But that's Bibi's stand. She's the full version. I think it's pretty cool. She likes it. She likes going up there on that, but usually it's too much of a distraction. She likes it so much up there on top, kind of looking out over everything. I only like kind of let her have it for a little while, like as a special treat kind of thing. It's funny, like these birds don't just use food as treat. Anything can be a treat. Like stepping up for her can be a treat. Like that's something that if she does something right, she can step up, or it can be going to see me. It can be having her little stand added there is like a little treat for her. She likes it. It's like special. So yeah, it's fun to make them. They're really you just go out and get I think this is 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and then just you got to get the connectors and so many feet. I was able to buy I think it was 10 feet one, so I got basically 100 feet of PVC pipe. I still got a ton of PVC pipe. I could make her a whole nother stand like this if I had more connectors. And there were certain connectors that were kind of hard to find and they're expensive, like certain um, joints, like if they're like a three-way kind of thing, they're going to cost more, and that'll add a lot to the cost of these. If you keep them simple, they could really literally you could build a PVC stand for like $10 or something, like really cheap. But if you're going to make something kind of cool, then you're going to probably end up spending, some of the connectors are like $3 a piece or so. So you can think about, if you need 10 of them, or 8 of them, you're going to get up to $30 just with the connectors and stuff. And then you'll need a cutter for the PVC, which is cheap. The cutter to cut the PVC is like $15. And then, of course, you can keep reusing it. Um, so it's pretty easy to do. And I didn't do a whole lot of measuring. I just kind of would say, okay, this is how high I want it, and then cut one of them, and then just cut the others the same. And ironically, the people at Lowell's I got it from, they were to cut them into lengths, to fit in the car, and they did a horrible job at measuring the lengths to be 10 feet lengths, and so I had done all my kind of done measurement and knew how much I had, and I said, well, if I cut this one in half, I should have two this long, and then come to find out they were not. They were off like 4 or 5 inches on the 10 feet. So I don't know how they managed to not um, get accurate measurements there. Anyway, her stand, she took a day or so to get used to it. She's used to PVC stands, and she's used to seeing new stuff, like in new toys and new things. She's pretty desensitized to that anyway. But yeah, she, as soon as she saw the vet wrap around it, and then she kind of knew it was hers, and she saw like getting put together, she knew that it was something for her, and so she took to it right away. There's a little ladder on it here, like if you can see, there's a green ladder right there. That she wasn't real friendly with at first. Like I thought she might never play with the ladder, but after a little bit, she was all over it, and she doesn't care. And the same with this little rope extension thing that jets out from the stand, like that. Yeah, she didn't care for that at first either. I was like, I don't want to mess with that. That's like kind of scary looking. But now she's all about it. She likes it. So, she went on a road trip and she's just kind of used to having a little bit of new things. She likes new stuff for the most part. So you get your face in there. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it. Honestly, I'd say that it took maybe a couple 3 hours. I probably spent as much time at Lowell's trying to get them somebody to help me there. I don't mean to run them down, but my gosh, it was kind of brutal. Just getting the help I need there to get the stuff. But once I got it back here and started putting it together, it was pretty easy. It went together real fast, and you can't really mess it up. That's kind of the cool thing about it is is as long as you just measure a little bit and cut on the lines. And I also got a drill to drill through and hang her toys and put those eyelets in. But that's really easy to do. But yeah, I'd really recommend it. I mean, I was gonna order her a play stand, and the problem was it was gonna take 4 or 5 days to get it, and you know they're expensive. I'll say that. I don't mean to be cheap, but yeah, they are expensive, and I know that this is a better stand and more fun for her, and it's also flexible, modular. Like I could take it apart and add things to it. We could, we're talking about maybe adding another kind of section on here now that she's used to it. We can add more to it, and that's easy to do. Whereas if you buy one, it's not so easy. So So yeah, I'd highly encourage it if you're a bird owner and you want to stand a play stand. It's fun to do and it's not hard and you know save some money if you, especially if you make it if you keep it simple. Just probably remember the more joints you have and the more connectors, the more you're gonna pay. Like that four-way connector right there in the center that goes, you know, it's like a four-way T. You know that itself is like $3, where you can get, you know, like literally 20 feet of this stuff for $3 practically. You know, it's really cheap for the pipe itself. The PVC pipe itself is really cheap, but the connectors and some of them are expensive. So I wouldn't say expensive, but they'll add up. If you have, like I said, 10 of them and they cost $3.50 a piece, you got $35 in your connectors. Um, so I don't know the exact cost of this stand, but if I was just gonna say the cost to make it outside of like the cutter and the drill and those things that I could reuse, just like the actual costs of the things, the PVC cost with all the connectors is probably around $50 is what I would probably think. Something around that price with the eyelets and everything too. Those are cheap. Um, the PVC, and then there's the vet wrap. You know, probably $10 for all the vet wrap, um, and then you know the toys and that kind of thing. Obviously, that those are separate kind of thing. The ladder was like $15. Um, so yeah, you can make a nice little stand. I do like this rope thing. This was just like in a big a coil. It was like just in a big circle, so you can kind of mold it in any size you want. So you can see how it kind of goes out around her cage there, giving her some like extra cool places to perch. And she does really like that now. At first, it kind of freaked her out. She didn't care for it, but like a lot of things, she didn't care for it first. Now she's like really cool about it. And she is really high up there. You know, I have to watch her constantly when she's up there. It's probably a little higher than it looks. She's still a couple of feet from the top of the ceiling. It just looks like she's probably higher. But you know, probably a good, you know, a little over 6 feet up there. And then you know she'd never be left alone on any kind of play stand. The only time she would ever even be left alone for a few minutes at a time would be in her sleepy cage. You know, like literally will not leave the room with her on this stand, even if it's not the high because of her seizures. And I'd probably say it's probably not a good idea to leave a bird, you know, by themselves outside. You know, if they're not in a cage anyway of some kind, just probably not a good idea. I told you, like, once she gets up there, she's camped out for the night. Like, she really likes it up there, and once she's up there, she's just, like, owning it, and she will stay up there for a long time. Sometimes she gets talkative up there, but I think it's more of just a place for her to go and just feel, you know, in control and just comfortable up there. I knew it wouldn't take long for her to want to go climb up there as soon as I put that on there. So. She's sweet. I probably don't expect a whole lot of talking for her right now. She is kind of into the kind of the real, like her seizure meds are for sure probably get full effectiveness and full kicked in. They're gonna quiet her down a little bit. She's just relaxed after breakfast and a little bit of talking. So we've had like a lot of mornings now where she does, you know, a little balance of everything. Where she talks, you know, is pretty chatty, saying her things that she says. I do have some real motor beacon, where she really motor beaks and things like that. Because she still sometimes does that. It's just, you know, have to have the camera rolling when that happens, and so we have, if you look back a couple of days, the Monday one, if you look back, she had a really chatty morning then. And she was probably a little more chatty yesterday morning, but just in general, you just wanted to share with you and hope everybody has enjoyed getting to see her a little bit this week. Um, I'll try to get her on again. I do enjoy sharing her, and she she's doing really well, and just thank everybody for checking in on her. And I know people like seeing her, so if people want to keep seeing her, just let me know. I'll try and keep showing her in the morning, and even if it's just for a little while. So hope everybody takes care and be safe out there. It's crazy. So talk to everybody soon. And I'm going to try to be about the same time in the morning, sometime between like 9 and 10 or so is when I'll try to get her on. So I really appreciate everything. She has seizures about once a month. She has a seizure. She had a really bad cluster. I'm answering a question in chat. Someone asked how often she's having a seizure. She has usually about one, maybe two a month, in a small cluster. We had a problem in January. I believe it was like around the January time frame where she really started having a lot more seizures, and we had, I don't know, 4 or 5 in a row over the course of several days. So she never has seizures like every hour, thank God. But she'll sometimes have one, and then she'll have another one like you know 8 hours later or 24 hours later, sometime. And they call those breakthrough seizures. And so those are the ones we really want to avoid. We're kind of used to her having one a month. We've been really fortunate that we've got nose drops now, that if she's having a seizure, you can put them in, and it just pops her right out of the seizures. And we've been able to get those to her every time we've known she's had a seizure, at least in the last, probably 6 months. And it pops her right out. And the last one she had, she was really only seized for a few seconds. And then when she had her second one, it was so mild that by the time Eric got her to the cage and was starting to draw up her emergency med, she was already walking around. So they're still managed, and she's doing good. She really is. I'm probably, of the three of us, I'm probably the most paranoid about it. It really is hard to watch for me. It's really hard to see her go into these seizures, and to see her go through it, and then the worry about her coming out of them. I worry every time about her coming out of them. But these last times, because of the nose drops, I think, that she gets, she comes out of them real fast, and she has no, like, the next day she's fine. She's talking, and she's herself. So I think we're really blessed that we have really great veterinarians. They've helped her with her seizure meds since she's 2, and because she has had these since she's 2, and now she's 14. So she's been through them. About 2.5 years ago, she really started having trouble managing them, and then we had to add more meds. We resituated them, and they were under control for about a year. um, yeah, and so she's been fortunate that even with all these years, she's been well managed, in terms of never really having them back to back for more than once in January of this year, and then I think it was around the January time frame a couple of years ago was when she really started having trouble with seizure management. Um, yeah, so sorry I tend to answer long, but it's something we work on a lot, and we consult with our vets a lot, and we just hope that we can continue to manage them the way they have been. And we've been fortunate that even when she does have them, the effects from them are a lot less than they were maybe a couple of years ago, 3, 4 years ago, even, and we had some times where she was really affected by the seizures. And fortunately, that's almost a thing of the past because of the nose drops and being able to keep her from having multiple seizures. So, but unfortunately, I mean, the long story of this is that she's probably not going to live a healthy life of you know, maybe 40 years. You know, we're not going to have a 40-year thing. She, but you know, from her, we're not going to have 40 years. But we can expect to have. You know, we can't expect. Hopefully, to we're hoping for maybe her. The vets have told us her early 20s is would be a good goal if we can get her till then. So she's been good and sweet. Now she's up on top of her on top of her perch and all sleepy up there and sweet. So we try always to, I think, look for patterns and say, is it something that we could do to help her? We've had her blood taken a lot, and calcium, it's been checked, so it's not that. But it always we get a lot of questions. People do ask about the seizures, and it's something that if all the things, if there's one thing we could change, it would obviously be that she doesn't have them. But she's had them since she's 2. And aside from maybe a few months here and there, like I said, it's been over the last couple of years, and it seems to always be in for some reason it was in January, but I don't think it has anything to do with the seasonality of it. I think that just the meds get when she's on the same for maybe a year, 2 years, and they haven't been changed, then the meds just have to be changed, or they get mixed up, or we add more, and that's why it's hard, because we all it always means almost adding more, and we're kind of at the end of how much we can add. So uh, she's a sweetie pie though. Love you, Bibi birds. You're just all content up there, aren't you? Would you like some water while you're up there? I could offer you some water. Yeah. I know as soon as I give her her high perch, she kind of camps out up there. That's like her thing now. She really likes it up there. I like watching her climb up because it's just hard enough. She has to work at it just a little bit. Let me see. Where's your water at, Beebs? Look how sweet.
Water?
That's right. It's water. Aren't you smart? Isn't that smart how she knows it's water? But she doesn't want any. This would be a good place for a little water bowl. How about we do that next time when you come back? We'll get you a little water bowl up there. She's sweet. Oh, there's a poo. That's a big poo. There's some water there. Aren't you sweetie pie today? That was neat that you knew this was water. Could have drank more. Ooh, sumo. She's doing the sumo. That's sweet. What do you want to do? You look like you could talk now. If I'm up walking around, it sometimes that'll get her talking a little bit or get her thinking about stuff a little bit. She's being sweet. Such a sweetie pie. Such a sweetie pie you are. How did you get to be such a sweetie pie? You're so good, Beebs. I don't even think you want to step up when you're up there, do you? How are you? Did you want to step up? Did you want to step up? You don't want to step up, do you? You like it up there. I can tell. You're up there for the duration, aren't you? You like it up there. High perch bird today. Well, I told you, that's why we don't let her have it all the time. It's kind of like a special thing. She has to like run up there. She is such a sweetie. Such a sweetie. What a good bird. What a good bird. You know, we love you so much. I love you so much.
I want a berry.
Do you want a berry? You know what? You've been so sweet. You've already had your breakfast. I could probably do that. What's your name? My name's Greg. What's your name? You give me your name? Thought you wanted a berry.
I want a berry.
What kind of berry? What kind of berry you want? What kind of berry you want? What kind of berry? What kind of berry?
Nutriberry.
Oh, that's so sweet. She wants a Nutriberry. I bet there's a Nutriberry right down here on the ground. You know, you have to get you a Nutriberry. Let's use that Nutriberry. You ain't got to go. Have a berry, Beebs, because you're being sweet. She's a real sweetie pie. She's a good one. And she'll be back with Kelly on Sunday. And she'll be glad, I'm sure, to see her and Gracie Sweets. She's a sweetie pie. She's digging her stand, I think, and liking her berries still. She's still a big berry bird, but fortunately she's eating a lot more kibble now. They have a lot of kibble eaters going on, which that's good. The more kibble eaten, the better. We'll get her cooked up some eggs. Tomorrow morning maybe we'll do some egg breakfast with her. She's sweet. She's being big old sweet pie. Eat your berry. I know as soon as she's done too, she's just gonna ask for another one. And then when she's done with that one, she'll ask for another one because she really will pretty much just eat berries constantly if given the chance. She's not overweight or anything like that. But we want to make sure she gets plenty of kibble and good solid breakfast, which she really ate real well this morning. So one thing I've noticed, if you watch her eat and actively, if you actively give her food and prompt her, she just eats a lot better. if you just leave it out for her and then just, there's been times where I've had to work and I can't just watch her and hand her food all morning. But she really likes to be babied and be handed food, and it's cute. And talk about her breakfast. She did talk about her breakfast this morning a lot, like talking about her pea pods and her grapes and asking for stuff. She is sweet. You're taking your time with that berry, Beebs. Really taking her time. So try to probably have like 50% of her diet or more as kibble. We use Supreme. She it's going to have everything she needs, to have a healthy diet. Where and the Nutriberries are supposed to do that too. They and I did this the other day where I held one up where there's like a lot of different things inside the berries. There's just a little piece of one. Um, that. But there's all kinds of stuff in it. Let me see if I can get it close enough. But yeah, there's it's not just like one thing. It's like all different kinds of seeds. But I think she might tend to pick around the good stuff that's healthy for her and just pick the stuff that she likes and is tasty. So they're probably relatively healthy, but it's still better for her to get the plenty of kibble. And she loves her Nutriberries. She always has. And theoretically, they're just as healthy. If people that watch every day probably get bored of seeing the same thing, but you can see if you can get that. But yeah, see how it's like made up of all these different little types of seeds. It's focusing good now. Yeah, see, it's like got all this different kinds of stuff in it. But her eyes are good, and her tongue is like very good at picking things out. So like she might not be eating the stuff in this that is healthy, or she might be picking around parts of it. Um, and I've heard that from one of the vets. I think might have mentioned that. Might have been Dr. Welly that had said that maybe they're great. They're good. It's not like they're good, but they're bad. But they're maybe not great depending upon the bird. Um, Bibi does seem to eat a lot of them though. And she doesn't seem to be looking at them to try to necessarily throw out what she doesn't like, but it's hard to tell. She's a real sweetie pie. Wow, you really are taking your time with that berry. That is some serious berry time bonanza bird. I think I know what the very next words that are to come out of her mouth would be for sure. I know what they're going to be. They're going to be, I want a
I
berry.
want a berry.
I almost typed it in the chat and I realized that you guys would see it in the chat like a minute before, 2 minutes before it actually happened. Like everything that's happening here, you're not seeing it for a couple of minutes. So as I'm talking to you, I know that it'll be 2 minutes before you guys actually hear it. So if I type something that's before it happened, that's why you'll know why that is. It's like, wait, what's Greg talking about? It's like, if I type it, it's gonna come before you'll see it, which is odd.
Want a berry.
Yeah, good. I knew you were gonna say I want a berry. Is what I was gonna type that in into the chat, but it would have been completely.
Berry.
You want a Nutriberry? What's your name? My name's Greg. What's your name? Well, hello, BB Bird. I have a Nutriberry for you right here. I think you're. There's a Nutriberry for you, Beebs. Aren't you, sweetie pie? You know, I should take down these wind chimes, shouldn't I? I'm not sure she likes those. There's some wind chimes over here, and I accidentally hit them with my head. I think he's like, what's that over there? Oh no, did your camera get messed up, Beebs? Something doesn't look right here. You having a camera problem? Let me check. These might be having an issue. Yeah, we got a camera malfunction, it looks like.
How you doing? You like those berries, don't you? What kind of berries you liking? I thought that's the kind of berries you like. What's your name? What's your name? Bibi Bird. Okay, Bibi Bird. You know what? I'm gonna mix it up. You know why? Just because. Because I can. Make sure I get you something good here. Yeah, how about that? Like a carrot? No. How about some water? Would you like to drink a little bit of water between your berries? Drink a little water, wash down your berries. Always drink your water between your berries. No? You don't believe in drinking your water? No? Okay. Well, how about I just then give you one more berry? This is the last top bird berry. Basically, you got a lot of berries you dropped. So you can, like, use those again. They're clean. Whoa. Almost missed you up. Me and sweetie pies, for sure. Big old sweetie pies.
We're a big berry eater today. We had good breakfast, lots of kibbles. Being a sweetie pie. That's what we do. What's this?
I want berry.
I know you want a berry. What's this?
Mangoberry.
Ah, see, that's what I thought. No, what's this? What am I doing here?
That's what's wrong with you.
That was some good talking, but I didn't hear the word.
Guitar?
Yeah, so smart. It is the guitar. You're such a smarty pants today. That's the guitar. See, you're learning how to do all kinds of fun stuff, Beebs. What's this? What kind of berry is this? What kind of berry? What kind of berry is that? What kind of berry? What's this? You know what this is? What's your name? There you go. So it's kind of like when I'm training her and trying to, and I wouldn't even really call it training. It's more just treating her like like you would a 2-year-old, you know, teaching, you know, not training but teaching. You know, it's like teaching her things. If she doesn't get something, I don't, you know, obviously I don't scold her for getting it wrong. I'll give her a couple of chances, and then I'll do something that I know she can get right. So she associates getting something right with getting the result, and she doesn't want to wait for stuff. So there's enough incentive there. Like if she's not getting what she wants the first time, she's going to try again, or she's thinking. At least I assume she's thinking. And then I'll ask her again. I'll ask her 2 or 3 times. And if she just can't get it, I don't want to frustrate her. I'll just kind of say, okay, well, I guess you know, you know, I'll just let her you know, get one right. So then she's like, I had a good interaction, everything's great. But I think that there's still that incentive. She really does want to try to say, I think, what she needs to say to get the berry. But I could see her just looking at me when I was asking her what kind of berry, what's this. She just didn't really know how to answer that at that point in time. She knows what it is, you know, when she's asking for a berry, but it's kind of hard for her sometimes to, I think, put her thoughts into words. You know, she's remarkable at it, more than any other parrot that I've like seen. It's like Einstein is also remarkable too. I'd say that he's another one that just thinks in words. You know, Bibi thinks in words, and just like we do. Just sometimes I don't think she's able to articulate everything that she's thinking. But she definitely knows that's a berry. She knows when it's the morning. She knows that's the guitar. I mean, she knows that's what that is. She can hear that. She sees me with it, and as soon as it plays, she knows that's what that is. And things she's intrigued about, she'll learn the names to. If she doesn't have any interest in it, or it doesn't give her any kind of you know, intellectual stimulus, or you know, make an impression on her, then she won't remember that. So you know, she remembers people's names when they come over and do things. I think she remembers people's names when they're talking back to her, and when they're interacting with her. She doesn't remember people's names real well. Like if they just come and don't talk to her and pretend like she's not there, she's not going to learn them. But she's pretty good about learning people's names, and she likes meeting people. She is a very kind of social bird compared to some grays. I know they say some grays are kind of loners and they don't socialize really easily, but Bibi's a pretty big socializer. She likes people. She likes to be the center of attention. Like she'll come into a place and she'll be really, really quiet. Like when people are first there, there's a lot of people around, and then once people are talking amongst themselves, and she'll start chattering, and if she doesn't get the attention that she expects, she'll start just screaming, hello, hello, hello. And we had a hello screaming episode a few days ago, where she just she just wanted more attention than you can possibly give her, and even the most attention you give her is almost not enough sometimes. She 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 likes to have attention.
want berries. Want berries?
I know you like those berries, Beebs.
Want berries?
I know you want that berry. Trying to think if you should get another one. I think you should eat your breakfast, is what I think. Okay, well, I got it. You want that berry? Okay, let's see here. That's a good way to get you all day top. If you want a berry, then you gotta step up. Step up to get your berry. Step up. Oh, see, that's what I knew when she get up on that top perch. She does not want off. Don't be like that, Beebs. We're not gonna push it. But we'll get you. I'm not gonna get you a berry though either. That was
You want
mean.
berries?
No, want a berry. That was aggressive behavior, Beebs. You got to step up if you want a berry. Remember? You tell me your name. What's your name? Yes, you're full of yourself today. You get on that high perch. I'm gonna take your high perch away. It's causing dominant behavior. Now I could force her to step up. I could get a towel, or I could push the issue. But I'm just gonna distract and pretend like it didn't happen, not to, because I don't want to create like make a big deal out of it. You know, you don't want to make a big deal out of aggressive behavior because they don't understand. You getting mad at them, or you can't scold them. You can't discipline them like even like a dog. You can't shame them. So you just, you know, she just gets up on her little top perch there. She gets full of herself and she thinks, you know, she can push me around, which, you know, she can a little bit.
Berries?
Yeah, Nutriberry. I thought you wanted to step up. That's how we, remember how we get Nutriberries is we step up. We were doing that before, remember?
I want berries.
All right, you want a berry, then step up. You want to step up? You want your berry, then you step up. Step up to get your berry. You want to step up? Okay, then no berry. No berry then. You're playing a mind game with me, Beebs.
You want to step up?
Okay. Now we step up. Look at you. The human won the battle of the minds, but weren't you being aggressive, sweetie pie? Why were you doing that? You thought you were going to get your way, didn't you? You're still sweet with me. I knew you wanted to step up deep down. You just a little control freak there, weren't you? You didn't want to come down. But you know what? You stepped up really good. And you came down, and that's sweet. There you go. She can be feisty at times with me. She, especially if she's up on that high perch. You're gonna get your high perch taken away. There's a reason it got added, and it's not a permanent fixture. Because she really is the kind of bird that will let it go to her head. You know, she's literally above you, and she's in control. She hasn't had that in a while, too. I think that I think about it. Over with Kelly's, I don't think she's had like a really high perch that's really top, like, you know, gives her that kind of dominant on top of everybody thing. So, and she gets up there and she perches and starts demanding things, and
It was cute though, the way like when she wouldn't do it, and then I said, okay, you're not gonna get your way, you're not gonna get your berry. She's like, I want to step up. I want to step up. So it kind of shows that she's smarter than a lot of people think. These parrots, they're uh, they're very complex, and they have little personalities. And one of her personalities is when she gets up on that top perch, she gets a little full of herself. And then we saw how quick she was to warm up when she didn't get her way. She bit me really hard a few weeks ago. Um, when I was playing with one of her toys, and she saw me playing with it, and I could just tell, she was giving me body language, and I probably should have just walked away and not done anything, but she was giving me some body language, just like kind of puffy and stuff, and there was something I wanted to get away from her. I didn't want her to have it, so I kind of knew she was going to bite me, trying to get it away from her, and she really laid into me. She she's not the biter that Gracie is. Gracie will take a chunk out of you, and I've been fortunate enough not to have had too many bad situations with that. But she bit a friend of mine's real bad, and he really liked her, and the thing was is she really liked him too, um, and she was almost infatuated with him, and he finally got brave enough for her to step up, and she stepped up for him, and she was stepped up for about 5 seconds, and then she started getting nervous, I guess, or wobbly. She got wobbly and started to fall, and then Mark got nervous, and she clamped down. I think it was on his thumb, and oh, it looked really painful. And he was really good about just letting her bite him and not hurting her or anything, and letting her get off him. But it was a nasty attack. So yeah, these birds. If you have birds, they just like most of them, at some point, a lot of them, they can bite, and they will bite. BB's hasn't bitten at me in a long time. Like you know, really, like I can go weeks and weeks without her biting at me, and then there's just certain things that'll just get her. It's almost a sign. In her case, it's a sign of her being just really overconfident. She does not bite out of fear. Bibi doesn't. Mostly, she bites out of aggression. Um, Gracie, I think, bites a little more out of fear. I think I remember talking about this the other day on here. Is that Bibi definitely bites out of aggression. When she's scared, she leans away from things. She probably will bite in fear, but she's never put in a position to really fear too many things. So we don't really see that. She's not really afraid to the point where she bites usually. She's more of a lean away from it, or she'll just fly and flutter and flap and try to get away if she gets nervous. She gets spooked easy. Bibi does actually. Like if there was a big motion outside, or something fell off, or there was a big noise, there's a good chance Bibi would just fly out. She's kind of a flight bird when it comes to the fight or flight response. But she, like you saw her behavior up there, when she wants to get her way, she knows that she can use that beak and bite at you, and you'll leave her alone. People leave her alone. And like I said, I could have pushed the issue. I could have gotten a towel, forced her to step up, and it probably would have been without incident. But it's better just to. You saw this was, I think, a lot better way to handle it was to let her just do her own thing. And so from now on, I think to get a Nutriberry for me, I'm gonna make her step up. She's not. I'm not gonna get it just like she'll give me her name, and then maybe a Nutriberry, or say that it's a Nutriberry, and then she'll have to step up. I'm not gonna give it to her now unless she steps up. And we'll see how that goes, because I know that's the next thing going to come out of her mouth is asking for one. Like you can just bet. There you, there you go. She's even leaving out the "I want." She's too lazy for that now. Even she's like jumped. What she's done is she's jumped to to the answer to the trick. In other words, she's not even asking me anymore. She's already given the response, and so that's a. I see it as a sign of entitlement. I see it as a sign of she's she's been getting her way a little bit too much, probably, and she's just demanding now what she wants. She's not even using the I want because she skipped past that to answering the question that she's anticipating I'm going to ask, which I already said I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to switch it up on her, so she's not going to get one unless she steps up. But she might be listening to me now and planning to foil me. We'll see. Maybe you'll just stop asking too. I've noticed she'll do that. She eats Nutriberries almost like out of a habit, I think. She's not even really hungry. She likes eating them. What you thinking about, Beebs? You're a good one. She's a big sweetie pie. I'll get up and walk around just a little bit. A lot of times gets her talking. Let's see what she's thinking about.
You want berry?
No, I don't want a berry. Do you want a berry? Would you like a berry? Is that what you're telling me? Thought you
I
might.
want to step up.
Oh, that's so sweet. See, that is so sweet. You said you wanted to step up. You said you wanted to step up. Oh, we're playing the game again, aren't we? You really are. I'm gonna take your high perch down. You just said you wanted to step up. You are full of yourself up there. She's never let a bird stay above eye level for you for very long. I'm telling you, it's not. I'm not just joking. If you'd ever have a bird that's like getting aggressive and biting a lot or whatever, I would almost say because Bibi's not particularly usually aggressive. You know, she gets up on this high perch. So you told me you saw her. She says she wants to step up, which she does all the time. She loves to step up. Yeah, the birds do like to step up. You want to step up? But you're on that high perch. Look at that. The fake step up. You wanna get aggressive, don't you, when you're up there? You do. That's what this is about. You're full of yourself. The ego goes up as the bird gets higher. Looking down on me, literally looking down on me. Thinking, I can tell you what to do.
Want a berry?
Oh, you want a berry, do you? I thought you wanted something. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Bibi bird.
That's so sweet, Bibi bird. You want to step up? I guess you can't get a berry then. Yes, there's gonna be no berries. This is what happens. I got one right here too. Look at that berry. Maybe if I just put it over here. Put it down here. Put that berry down here. We'll see if you want the berry more than you want the power of the perch. The power of the high perch. Which will she choose? I have a feeling she'll just be like asking me to bring her a berry for a little while. Let's see what happens. I'm not playing your
You
game.
ate your berry?
Yeah. You had to step up and you didn't step up. Remember? You were supposed to step up. You even
You
said
want to step up?
that's what you said. But then when I went to step up, you weren't ready to step up because you're being high perch.
I want a berry?
You're on a power perch play. You're on a power play with your perch. Do you want a berry? What kind of berry? What kind of?
I'm a berry.
What's your name? What's your name?
Bibi birds.
That's good bird, Bibi birds. Do you want to step up so you can get your berry? What do you think?
I want to step up.
Okay, we're gonna see about all that. See if we're all top birds. Step up. Step up. You said you wanted to step up and have your berry. There you go. Good girl. I really thought she might bite me there. I really did. Like berry. Here you go. Here we go. Take that. Now, eat your berry while I work on this a little bit. Be careful. It's all good, Beebs. You're fine. There we go. Now we'll forget about that for a little while. So it's a fun thing for her. She likes getting up there, but she literally gets on her high perch and she's looking down. I can try turning it up a little bit. Is the audio okay? It almost seems too loud when I'm listening to it, when I listen to it through my headphones, so I just see somebody might be having some trouble with sound. I'm glad everybody has been able to get to see her today and see some different things. We got to see her do some pretty good talking earlier. She's still talking a little bit, but she's more of an eater right now, and spend a lot of time shredding toys. Times eating her kibble and her breakfast. The high perch kind of, I think, had to go. It's just part of what happens. She gets up on that thing and she's literally looking down on you, and she gets where she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. I guess listen, or she wants her way, and you saw it like brings out some aggressive behavior in her. So we just take her little high stand down for a little bit. So I might be reading it wrong, but I think that's kind of what's going on there. Is like she'll actually tell me that she wants to step up, and then you go to step her up, and I don't know if I'm sure the people that were watching saw it, that she actually tried to bite me when I was trying to get her to step up. And that very last time when she stepped up, I'm not even sure she knew if she was going to bite me or step up, or if she was going to be aggressive or compliant, because the way she was stepping up, I think she really easily could have pulled that foot back and tried to take a bite at me again. But instead she's like, I think it'd be better to step up and get my berry. And it's all because of the high perch. It's new to her. She hasn't had like a high perch in a while where she can sit on judgment of everyone around her and feel in command. So I joked about that, about having a bird above eye level for you. But I would tell people that if they had a bird that was really aggressive, like Bibi's not aggressive really at all. It's just that was a situational thing with her and wanting to get away with the perch there. But you can see how it empowers them. It like immediately puts them into this kind of like
different mindset than if she's, you know, like at eye level or below. So I took it away till till until she gets off her high perch. But you know, in some ways it kind of makes it so then it makes it special. So then when it comes back, then she really wants to be on it, and it probably feels even more like a power trip for her when she gets on it. So it's okay, you know, a little bit here and there, letting her have her way up there, and just as long as she doesn't get aggressive or can't work through it, like we did right there. Um, but that's one thing with Bibi. You almost always have a chance, like every day, to try to, um, you know, she's a very high um, attention bird. She likes being interactive with people a lot of the times, and so I'd say anybody that's like gonna get a parrot or they look at her and go, I want one like Bibi. I wouldn't say start with an African gray, even if you're a first time parrot owner or bird owner. You might want to start with like a parakeet or a cockatiel. Um, they're just not as intellectually intensive, and they don't require the amount of emotional and you know, level of attention that maybe a gray would have. Um, and I don't have experience with like the macaws or some of the other birds. My brother has though, and he says that pretty much a gray is, he said, are about as he's seen the most in need of a variety of stimulation, a variety of things. Like that some birds need maybe more physical things, and some birds maybe more intellectual things. But the African gray, they like to have, they need to have a lot of different things physically in their environment, like mixing up their toys, giving them a variety of things to keep their brains on. And I I don't like how she's just jumped to the answer. She's got jumped. There you go. Did you hear what I said? Yeah, that's the right question. You start with saying I want. Could you even say? How about we say, please may I have? That would have been a better phrase to teach than just I want, right? How about please may I have a berry? Could you say that? Please may I have a berry? Please may I have a berry? You want a berry. I want a berry. Okay, we're not going to probably change that this late in the game, but I can see she was listening to me like, what do you want me to say? Yeah, I know that's what you want. What's your name? Baby bird, you're so sweet. I heard you want a berry. I heard you've been hearing you want a berry. That's so sweet. We should step up. Wouldn't it be sweet to step up? Yes, that is so sweet. Oh, look at you. You want to come down here, don't you? Is that what you want? Yeah, you're a little, you're still a little different. Subtle, but it's there. Ooh, we're coming out on here. Uh-oh. Getting closer. What kind of berry do you want? Ooh, puppy. What kind of berry do you want? You want a Nutriberry? That is so sweet. So I'm getting ready to address this berry. Yeah, the berry you want. But I need to know who to give the berry to. Who should I give that berry to? Yeah, I'm wondering who I should give that berry to. What's your name? What's your name? Well, Bibi bird, I think I could get you a berry. Now that I know who I'm giving it to, right? You really... She has me trained. I wasn't going to give her berries. She had a big breakfast, so it wasn't like she didn't get to have her full breakfast. But I was going to wait on the berries for a few more hours. And look at who's eating berries. I was just going to like have one more. I was honestly literally only going to have her one more when she was up on her high perch. And then because she got aggressive while she was up there, and I think she's still exhibiting just a little bit of aggressiveness. It's subtle, but it's in her body language. Like when she steps up, she's not stepping up just like, oh, I'm stepping up and I'm really happy. She's like, I'm stepping up, but I'd really like to control you and bite into you. She's a big sweetie pie too. I do think she likes her stand. And I enjoyed making it. Actually, it was pretty enjoyable, knowing that she was going to get to use it and trying to come up with things on it. The only thing I wish I had done is I'm going to probably do that today. Is I'm going to drill some more holes so that we can and move her dishes so that she can dunk off the stand a little better. They're a little too far away. I've seen her start to walk it over, and then on the way she just gets distracted with toys, and it's just a little too far, and she just ends up eating the kibble on the way. So, not a good dunking perch for her. And she's been a big dunker. She was dunking everything. I saw her dunking grapes. A few mornings back on the other stand that she has. Yeah, she like literally get a grape and then go over and dunk it. And she was dunking carrots. Like was dunking literally everything out of her breakfast in the water. So I think that's probably a healthy thing. It gets her better hydrated. Um, and then like even within like 30 minutes, her entire water bowl was just completely like soup. It's like a complete soup in there. And then she doesn't want to drink out of it, of course, because it's got stuff in it. So she has to have fresh, clean, pristine water out of the shot glass. Because she's a real prima donna. It's kind of our fault. And she's a big sweetie pie. So smart. That's a good bird right there. Eat your kibble. She's eating her kibble. So sweet. That is so sweet. Eat your kibble. So sweet. The bird eating kibble so sweet. She's such a sweetie pie.
Want berry?
We're going right to that. It's a loop. People, looks like it's on a loop. Just, I want a berry. You're sweet.
Want a berry?
You want a berry? That's sweet. What kind of berry are you wanting?
Nature berry.
That is really smart. What's your name?
Or
Hey, Bibi bird. That's so sweet. That's a good bird. So you want that berry? You know what we gotta do? We gotta step up, right? Step up. Step up. Step up. So sweet. Yeah. Isn't that sweet? Ooh, we're out of berries. Oh no, there's a berry. Walk it over here. We'll get you a berry, Beebs. Woo! There's a berry. Let's see, where should you go? Are you good? Do you want to step off here so you can get your berry? So you can get your little berry? Here's your berry. So smart. Yeah. So I'm trying to just get it so that, like, we had that little incident with her on her high perch where she was, like, not wanting to step up because she was full of herself. So she has quickly been reprogrammed that the stepping up is going to happen before we get our Nutriberry. They're really smart, so they will manipulate you in any way they can. Sometimes just because they feel like it, just because they want to. And she's a really smart parrot that knows that I will always try to please her. So she already knows that I'm going to try to do the thing she wants. Ah, now so you wasted a big bunch of berry there. So I think you should go get your kibble. Yeah, go get your kibble. You're probably going to get it until you heard me tell you to do it, didn't you?
I want berry.
Let's get a kibble. I think you had the right thing to do there. Like that. Don't you want that? Ooh. We're gonna take a bit of a berry break. The berries have been happening, and you've been kind of crazy that way with the berries. It's time to eat some kibbles. So smart. That is smart. Yes. Very good. Eat your kibble. That's how you get more berries. Yeah. She's kind of off the purple ones. I think she's just doing it like because she thinks that it'll get her a berry. She's like, I'll pretend to eat this kibble a little bit and then you'll give me a berry. She likes that little pull up there, I think. Ooh, there you go.
Want a berry?
Did you want a berry? How about we take like one of these and put them there, and take one of these and put that there. Maybe take one of these, maybe like this. Maybe if I put it there. Take one of them. I could even put it down here. I could even put one like here. Oh, that could be one right up here. Look at all of them. They're all over.
Want to step up?
I do kind of want to step up. You'd like that, wouldn't you? You want to step up? Did you want to step up? Or is that just something you said? You're in a mood. Step up. Did you want to step up? Did you say you wanted to step up and then you didn't step up? See? You want those berries pretty badly, don't you? It's now the bribe for the berries. You're being silly. Do you hear something out there? What that is? You're being silly today.
Want a berry?
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Skipper.
That's really good. Are you gonna step up? Did you want to step up?
I want ice cream.
I'm right here. That's so sweet. You like seeing me. You really like seeing me, don't you? See, you say you want to see me, and then you didn't step up. So people are like, what's up with that bird? She says she wants to see him, and then she doesn't step up. It's because you want to try to play me. You're wanting something. What do you think?
You want a berry?
I thought we had to step up for that, remember? Didn't you want to step up? Didn't you want to step up? You said you wanted to step up. Are you going to step up and be sweet? You said you wanted to see me. You said you wanted a berry, and then you said you wanted to step up. Did you forget you saying you wanted to step up? You're being belligerent. That's okay though. We get you a berry soon. We'll see how that goes.
Walk the birdie.
I've been trying to walk the birdie. You like doing that to me. Walk the birdie. Let's walk the birdie. You're being sweet. Well, I think it's time for you to take a nap or something. You're being sweetie pie. You're looking at me so sweet. Looking at me so sweet. Can I pet your little head? Pet your little head. Pet your drink. Almond eyes. You let me pet you. You let me pet you. You're just a little stubborn bird this morning. High perch. Can't let you on that high perch. It gets you in your little high perch mindset. Oh, the one in your head. Yeah. Aren't you sweet? Rub my beak. Pet my head. Come pet my head. Yeah, pet my little head. You're being sweetie pies. You know that? You're being just a big old sweetie pie. That's what you're doing. I like you. I think you're sweet, sweet, sweet. You finally walked the birdie? You said you wanted to walk the birdie. Being sweet. We're walking the birdie a little bit. You said you wanted to walk the birdie. You want to go see what's in here? I don't think Eric's in here. Why do you look at sleepy birds? You want some sleepy birds. Sleepy Eric. Yeah, aren't you sweet? Alrighty, well everybody, I think we're gonna let Bibi have a little break. She's been sweet. She's doing her thing. So, here she is. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.